Hello and welcome to another video from TrainingRite.com. In this video, we will be talking about Git, how we could be using Git as a software tester, how we could be implementing different things which, as a software tester, we need to know with Git. So let's get started. Now, to know about what Git is, it's basically it can be said as a version control system, right? Now, it works off the main repository, which you could be creating by going to a website called github.com. Basically, what you would be doing here is you will be creating an account. So have a username and your email address and a password, and then you'll be creating an account. And then once you sign into that account, you could be posting all your projects over there. Now, that is all right, that is good, but how it is different from some of the other version control systems? Well, basically what happens over here is the good part of Git is it allows you to create a local repository. Now, what is that local repository? Basically, by installing Git on your Windows machine, you could be creating a repository, and that repository will allow you to store all your projects and everything locally. And then, if you need to merge it with the central repository, you could go over and then merge it when you create this account. So I have created an account, so I'm gonna log into that, and my account is TrainingRite with whatever my password is, and I will sign in. As for the purpose of this course, I will be going and then showing you all the details as how you could be creating a repository. So we had some repositories which we have deleted because we want to show you right from the beginning as how to create a repository, right? How to set up Git on your own machine, right? And how to fork a repository. And this is basically like a social media, meaning that if you want to allow others like friends and all that to watch the progress of your project, you could do that. In fact, we will be treating this as one of the ways of like creating multiple users, and those users could go and then watch the progress of our project. All right. Now, depending on how many projects you have created, our repository would show you a number over here, and then we'll go ahead and then talk about how we will be utilizing this. So this is going to be our central repository. I'm going to log out of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you as how to basically go and then set up a local repository on your machine. Well, to do that, it's a simple process. You just go in to Google and you say download GitHub for Windows, right? So here it is, download Git for Windows. Now, when you do that, you basically would come across any one of these, sites. You could go in there and then basically go and then download your, Git for Windows. So I'm gonna save this file, and once it is saved here, I could go and then I could go ahead and then open the container and try and run this. Now, as we are doing it, it is trying to set up the Git on my local machine. Now, before I do that, I'm going to take you and show you to check if Git has been installed on your machine or not. So you could bring up your command prompt and then type Git and two dashes and do a version. Now notice, as you can see over here, Git is not recognized as an internal or an external command. So that tells you that Git is not installed on the machine. All right, so let's go ahead and then complete the installation of Git on your local machine. So here I go. It's basically talking about some of the terms and conditions. So you agree to it. This is the default directory where it is going to install Git. All right, I'm going to take it as is. Now, there are certain things which you got to keep in mind as what you want here to be as a part of your setup. Now, do you want these icons in the quick launch bar? Do you want it on your desktop? Things like that. Okay, one of the things which is of importance here is the Windows Explorer integration. So, do you want to integrate the Git with your Windows Explorer? Now, there are two schools of thought about it. Some people allow it to happen. Some people use what is called Git extensions to make it happen. So, it's your choice. You can either choose it or not choose it. In my case, I am not going to choose it, and I will use Git extensions down the road, and I'll show you how to do that. So I will uncheck that, and the rest of the stuff is fine. So I'm gonna go, and then if I want to like use a true type font in all console windows, that's giving me a set of new fonts, so that's right. Okay, so now here it will say that, okay, setup will create a program shortcut in the following start menu, and it'll use it as Git. Okay, that's fine, and I'm gonna go and then click on next. Something of importance here is, even though you can take the default settings, it says that run Git from Windows command prompt. This option is considered safe as no conflicts with the other tools are known, right? Only Git will be added to your path. So we are talking about adjusting to your path environment variables, right? So, I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you bring up your control panel, and if you go to your, let's say, your system, let me see, okay, over here, um, in the advanced system settings, if I click on that, if you go into the environment variables, if you have taken a class with me for Selenium, there I've shown you as how to create a Java home. And I have shown you as how to create an ant home. For that matter, I would have also shown you as how to create what is called a Maven home. So this is automatically going to create that rather than manually I go in and then do all this. So what is happening here is the setup here. It is saying that the setup itself of the Git is going to create that adjust the path environment. So use the Git bash only or run the Git from Windows command prompt. So again, your choice. I will go ahead and use that and click on next. Now you have a choice of choosing the SSH executable. Now I'll talk to you during this course what exactly this is all about. It's a client program which is going to sync in the folders on your machine with your external repository. So now the recommended settings is use the open SSH. So we could this comes with the Git. So either we could use that or we could use Tortoise. So I'm gonna take the settings, default settings, and I'll hit next. Now, now when you have files, those files they have carriage return and line feeds and all that. So it is saying that are you trying to run this whatever you would be creating here, any projects you would be creating here on multiple platforms. So you could be running it on Windows, you could be running it on Linux, you could be running it on whatever. So you could do that by choosing this option. If you want to use only for Windows purpose, then you could go and then use this checkout as is, commit as is. So for now, I'm just going to go with that and hit next. Well, it is beginning to extract, and it is going to install Git on my local machine. So just while it is installing, let me tell you that you can install Git on your, any platform. If you're using a Mac machine, you could still install Git on that. There is you should be looking for a download Git for Mac. Or if you're using it on a Linux machine or a Unix machine, you have different packages that you could be downloading and installing. So the one which I'm doing right now um, is for your Windows. Okay, now let it finish, and we will see if Git had been installed on your machine or not. So as it is almost coming to a conclusion as far as the installation is concerned, once it settles down, we'll go ahead and then bring up the command prompt, and then I'm gonna type git with hyphen hyphen version, and if it gives me the version number, that will tell me that okay, Git has been installed. Okay, so setup has finished installing Git. Do you want to look into the release notes? I will say no for now. And I'm going to go in there and then just quickly bring up this icon over here. That itself should give you an idea that it's already installed, but this is the GUI version of it. So let me just confirm by going in here and typing git hyphen hyphen version. Um, there you go. So what we have done is we have installed 1.8.1 M6 Git, and now our machine is equipped to do Git. Well, thank you for watching this video, and I'll come back to you another video with how to actually use Git.